everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Thursday, guys. Today is May 30th. We had another winner, which is fantastic for the strategy. Love to see it, right? I hope you guys took the trade along with me. Where do I start? If you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking. If you're not, thank you for sticking around. So I pretty much do this recap every single video, right? I started this channel for completely selfish reasons a year ago. And the reason why I started was because I wanted to pass the FTMO challenge. I wanted to prove to myself that I could do this. My issues were over trading, revenge trading, pulling out stop losses, FOMO, everything you can think of, I am guilty of. The only thing that ever kept me on point was this channel. I got to a point where I got max allocated with FTMO, with a few other prop firms, and I thought I could do it by myself, guys. I stopped posting videos back in October when the strategy started to slow down. And what happened? CFDs took a shit. I went in right back into my bad habits, and here we are again. Fast forward to this year. We are currently trading futures now. I am max allocated with Top Step, so I have three 150K PA accounts, and we currently passed the 300K challenge with Apex. And to be completely honest, I was trading three 300K challenges. So, yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm super happy about it, and that's where we're at. The strategy is super simple, right? The strategy, all it is on the 5-minute time frame. You're gonna grab price from 12 midnight to 8:30 a.m. New York Eastern Standard Time, guys. New York time, right? Whatever happens, happens. You're gonna mark out the high and low of that time frame, right? Of that range. You're gonna mark out the high and low. Lets me mark out the low. Right? All you're gonna wait for is for there to be a shift in market structure, right? And then you're gonna enter in on the pullback. We're gonna enter in on the 61. Oh, sorry, wrong one. We're gonna enter in on the 61.8 on the fib, and then you're gonna put basically a limit order, stop loss above the high, targeting 2 times risk. It's extremely simple. The strategy is extremely simple, guys. And that's it. And you're just going to rinse and repeat this over and over again. You are going to take on some losses. Currently, we're sitting at let me see. Currently, we're at a 55% win rate with today's win. Right? So, I'll get into the numbers later. I just wanted to get into the basics of the strategy like I usually do for you newcomers. Now, if price decided to do this, right? Let's say price took out the high, right? But then price came down and took out the low, right? You're now looking for, and you didn't get a market structure shift. You know, like the price ran off without you and already took out the sell side liquidity. You're going to look for a buy opportunity, okay? And if the scenario happens again where you don't get a pullback and you take out this high, then you're going to look for this scenario. And you're just going to keep going back and forth until you catch it. Or you win or lose, right? That's it. That's the whole gist of trading. It's all probabilities. So I just wanted to make that clear. What else can I tell you guys? We had a freaking winner, which is great. Oh, real quick. Starting Monday, I'm going to try to trade live on my channel. Now, keep in mind, I am no expert. This isn't financial advice. I'm just doing it to hold myself even more accountable with the 1-minute setup that I've been trading. And yeah, so I'll mark up this exact trade as well, and I'll let everybody know what I'm doing. I'm gonna trade from 9:30 to 11. I'm gonna get some Buellnox challenges below. I'll have a discount code for Buellnox as well. I have a discount code for Apex. Right now, they're both running 90% off. So if you guys want to buy some challenges and support the channel, awesome. If not, it's all good. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna trade live. You guys can join me, talk some shit, make fun of me. I don't care, right? We're just here for the journey, and yeah. So I've been doing it with my friend. Uh, so far this past week, jumping on a Zoom call, a little different instead of trading live, just to get my feet wet and move forward. We've been doing pretty well. Today we had yesterday we closed out positive. Today we closed out positive. So I am going to be trading evaluation accounts, guys. I am not trading live the strategy, right? I'm going to be trading evaluation accounts, and I'm probably going to be trading aggressively on those accounts. They are $17. I don't mind blowing a few accounts. I'm going to trade a few at one contract, but I am going to have a few that are running at two contracts and maybe some running at five. You know, my goal is to pass as many accounts to the funded stage as possible. I don't mind spending $17 to do so, right? Yeah, so that's where we're at with that. Getting into today's price action, right? Here is the 5-minute chart. We're going to mark out the high, London's high. We're going to mark out the low. There's low over here, and we're going to wait for what? A sweep. There we go. We took out the sell side. So what happens at this point in time? You want to see this high closed above for there to be a market structure shift. Oh, this is the 29th. This is the wrong day. This is exactly the wrong day. Sorry, guys. I'm like, that's not what happened today. Let's fast forward to today's price action. Yesterday was a winner, guys. If you're new to the channel, you could just jump into yesterday's video and watch it. Here we go. Perfect. Let's go to the 5-minute. So we had news at 8:30, right? News at 8:30 created this high right there, right? We swept that high, and here are nearly equal lows. I don't know why my computer does this. Either I'm not clicking hard enough, my mouse is like too sensitive or not sensitive enough. But anyway, so here we are. Damn mosquito. Yeah, so price broke above. And then we get our market structure shift, right? We're going to grab from top to bottom. Obviously, we didn't break structure here because we didn't close below this low. So you're looking for the low that created the high, right? So technically, the low that created the high would be this low, right? Created the high that took out liquidity. And then now we swept liquidity and we wanted to close underneath. So we didn't close underneath until this candle. Now, we are setting a limit order short at the 61.8, but I like to get in at the 0.59 just because I do not want to miss out on the trade, and sometimes you do. Two times risk. That's it. So we're targeting sell side liquidity, and we're going to play price out. Obviously, we're already tagged in here. If you miss that opportunity, you got tagged in again. Price drops. And full TP. Completely destroying sell side liquidity. Yep, that's it. That is the strategy. As easy as that, right? Let's see. So here we have my 300K certificate, which is fantastic, phenomenal. We'll start trading those on Monday. I am going to trade this strategy live, right? I'm going to trade it on my PA accounts, and I am going to minimize my risk. During the strategy, I was risking $1,000 to make $2,000. So now I'm going to be risking $500 to make $1,000. That's my goal. Once I hit $7,600, which is the threshold where you can pull out money, I'm gonna bring the drawdown probably down to about 5 grand. Pull out some money across the account so I can say I paid myself, and then we're gonna build a cushion, right? I want to build a cushion. I'm gonna treat those 300K accounts as if they're live, like personal accounts. I'm gonna try to increase as much as I can so I could go higher on the lot size and make more money. That's, I think, what my goal is gonna be with those 3 accounts. Um, yeah, you guys come along for the ride. I'll probably end up changing it along the way, but I'm trading the strategy. It is what it is. It's going to be a rinse and repeat, and that's what we're going to do, right? I'm also adding below the link to my Excel sheet, right? So if you guys, where's my Excel? Did I close it out? Let's see, right there. So here's my Excel sheet. We're currently, I still have to update, like when Powell spoke in the news type. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to. So I'm going to leave the link in the description so you guys can copy this and save it. It's going to be like a Google Doc or something. And you guys can go through what I have so far. Currently, we're at a 55% win rate, right? Overall, my best day trading is Monday or Friday, even though the other days are still profitable because we're going for a 2-to-1, right? Risking $1,000 to make $2,000. Overall, the strategy has made $37,000 if you are compounding, and if you're not compounding, it's made $35,000. Comparing it to last year, so last year on May 30th, right? If we go back to May 30th, the 30th of last year, I was up $84,000 compounding, which is way more than this year, but it's still profitable. And if you take a look, you know, we do have some losses in a row. I think the max was 5 losses in a row, 4 losses in a row, but it's not too bad. I was watching a podcast today, and actually one of my favorite guys on YouTube was talking about how he got into a losing streak, and he had 12 losses in a row. And I was like, shit. And I'm here complaining about my strategy, right? Like, I haven't seen 12 losses. It doesn't mean that it can't happen, right? And it doesn't mean that I can't make the mistake of having 12 losses in a row. But if I stick to the rules, this strategy has not had 12 losses in a row in the last 2 years, right? It just hasn't. So I feel like I'm onto something, right? I think consistency is key when it comes to this kind of stuff, right? So overall, without news, my win rate is higher. I haven't finished figuring this shit out yet. And where are we at? May. We're up 9 grand on May, which is still great, right? Risking 1%. So that's my goal. I'm going to continue to trade. I'll probably buy another 300K challenge. I'm going to try to stack them up and squeeze I have some 50K challenges 50K PA accounts that I'm squeezing. Trying to get all the profit I can out of it before and basically blowing the account so I can replace it with the 300K. So I did that with 3 accounts. So I'm going to start another challenge for the 300K and do the same thing and just trade the strategy the way it is, right? That's my goal. Getting into the strategy that I'm going to do live. As you can see, this is I started journaling my information here as well. Today I had 4 entries. Out of those 4 entries, I only took 3 of them, and they were all winners. So on Monday, I'll have fresh evaluation accounts with Buellnox for these challenges so we can all do it together. Remember, this is not financial advice. You're just along for the ride. I'm risking $250 to make $500. And that's pretty much it. Looking at the chart, you can see that these were the entries, the strategy, and you'll see it when I start marking it up live. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. I'm sorry. I clicked on it, but you can't see it because my Excel's still up there. I apologize, guys. So let me see. How do I jump to... Well, you know what? I'll just mark it up on here. So you guys, we could just walk through the entries. You know what? Let's do it the old-fashioned way. And we'll mark them up together. So I'm just going to play price forward all the way, and I'll show you the entries that I took today. I don't know why I just didn't hit the X, right? Freaking stupid me. All right. So these entries are all on the minute chart. Basically, I came to the chart this morning, right, and marked out areas where I believed we were going to react from. So, you know what? Let's just do that real quick. Let's go to replay. I came in around here, and then I started marking out all the fair value gaps that I saw, right? Like these all the way across. And I'm like, okay, where do I think price can react from? We were already reacting from this fair value gap. There was a tiny one here that I marked up. And then down here we had the rest of this fair value gap, right? We had this fair value gap. We had the rest of this fair value gap. And then this one. I'm just using this as areas to keep in mind where price might react from. So if I see some divergence, I'll more than likely take the trade, right? That's basically the thinking that I was having, right? And I also did it on the 30-minute. You see some overlap. And then this one overlaps with this one all the way down. Right there. All right, so that's pretty much what I came to. At the 1 minute chart, remember, we're trading this from 9:30 moving forward, right? 9:30 to 11. So taking a look at, are we at 9:30 yet? No. Let's jump back here. Let's play price to 9:30. There's 9:30. We had an extreme bearish push. 9:30 here is this candle here. Right? So we were already having divergence, right? Playing price forward. It was this candle where my first entry was. So you can see that we created divergence on the 1 minute chart between ES and NQ, right? NQ created a higher high than a lower high. However, ES created, let me see, is it this one? It's this one. So the opposite, right? More or less. It created the opposite. So when we get our engulfing candle, I took a short. I covered 10 points. And I targeted 2 times risk. Right there. So I went for 20 points. Right? Playing price forward. Full TP. It was great. Give me 1 second, guys. So that was the first entry I had. The second entry was, let's see if I remember. Where's my second entry? I believe it was right there. So you have, right, a higher high, a lower high, and then we had, where's this one? That's here. And then we had a lower high, then a higher high, and then our engulfing candle. Again, same exact scenario. Here, We blew through this fair value gap, and we reacted off of the other ones that I marked up, right? And yeah, and after this divergence, I took another short, right? Same exact scenario. I covered 10 points, and I targeted 20. Right? This strategy does have losses. If you watch my video that I back tested, there was a day where I had 3 losses in a row, right? And full TP. Now, it's going to happen. I'm taking multiple trades throughout the day. I think I'm going to limit my trading to 3 trades within the day, 3 losses and I'm out, or maybe 2 losses and I'm out. Who knows? I like in the back test, I did 3 losses and then I skipped to the next day, and we were able to pass a 50K challenge, right? Risking $250 to make 500 bucks, and it took me 4 days to pass it, right? So I'm gonna stick with that on these evaluation accounts because they're not live accounts, right? That's what I'm gonna do. Playing price forward, as you can see, full TP. Now, let me see, where is that? Right there. Okay. So that is here. Was it this one? Here. So we have this low to this one. No, it wasn't that one. Fast forward. No, it wasn't that one. That's the one that I missed. So I didn't take that trade. Oh, the trade was the one from 1103. Yeah. So the next trade that I took was actually after the 11 o'clock trade. So there was a trade that popped up at 1103, and it would be this one. And it was the same scenario. We created a, where's 1103? Here. So we're creating lower lows. However, here we created, and it's slight, but we still created it a higher low, right? Came out, took that liquidity, and then pushed down. Here, I took a short again. Same exact scenario, guys, covering 10 points. Targeting 20. Now, I did take profit early. You know, there were some times where there was some hesitation when price was playing out, and I did get out. But I'm going to try to leave it at 2-1 and see how we do. What's the worst thing that happens? I lose, let's see, 10 accounts at $17, 170 bucks. Like, excuse me, guys. Jesus. Like, that's the worst thing that can happen. It's not my PA account. It's not my live account. You know, it is some evaluation accounts. And we're going to do this together. Just like we did the other challenge, we're going to do this one together, and we're going to see how it goes. And we're going to do it live, which is great. So I can get feedback from you guys. While being on there, you're going to see a bunch of my friends making fun of me and stuff like that, hopefully. When I say a bunch, I mean like 2. There's probably only 2 people on there. But that's about it. And yeah, so we had 3 winners today, and my strategy also hit. So 4 winners. We had a total of 4 winners for today, which was great. I'm going to continue to test this strategy out. If we do pass those PA accounts trading this strategy, those accounts will go live with this strategy, and I will lower the risk, probably trade MNQ so I could adjust my risk appropriately. and go from there. And we're gonna make money. We're gonna make money together. So again, Monday, hopefully. I haven't even set it up yet, but hopefully I'm gonna do live trading. If it's anything like Zoom, I should be able to handle it. Below, you're gonna have 90% off of Mule right now. Like, I think that's how you pronounce it, because it looks like mule, like a Moscow mule. So it should be Mule, and 90% off of Apex. So if you guys want to, there's 10K challenges, there's 25K challenges, there's 50K challenges. With the 90% off, it's super cheap. Buell does have end of day drawdown, right? If you guys are interested in a discount code for the end of day drawdown, I believe I have one as well, but it's not as cheap as the trailing drawdown. This is just completely transparent. I'd rather just, go balls to the wall with these 50Ks and the end of day drawdown and see if I could catch like a nice win streak where I pass them quick, because I have been looking at this for the last few weeks and it's been hitting. It has its losses, but it's been hitting. Anyways, you guys have a great night, and I will see you back here tomorrow.